Hey yo, what's up YouTube? It's I Can Swim here. Today I'm bringing you another great tech tutorial. Today we're going to be working with the CronusMax by ControllerMax. Now what this little contraption does is it allows you to do some cross gaming. So what that means is you can use a PS3 controller on an Xbox. You could use an Xbox controller on a PlayStation. And that goes for Xbox One, Xbox 360, and the PS3 and PS4. So today I'm going to be demonstrating how to set that up because there's a lot of confusion and a lot of unanswered questions on all the support forums and the instructions that come with the device. So first thing I'm going to note is what you're going to need. So you're going to need your PlayStation 4 controller, and this one's the DualShock 4 Snow White Edition. You're going to need an Xbox 360 controller, wired or wireless. I'm going to be demonstrating wireless because in order to use the wireless, you actually need there's a few extra steps you have to take, whereas the wired controller, you just plug right into the CronusMax and then right into the PS4 system itself. Anyways, so you're going to need that, and then you're going to need a Microsoft wireless receiver for the Xbox 360 controller. You're going to need the connector for your PS4 controller to go to the CronusMax device. You're going to need, there's a wire that's going to come with the CronusMax, and that's this one right here. And then the CronusMax itself. This little device is what allows cross gaming to be possible. So without further ado, let's move along. Oh, you're also going to need a Windows-based computer. It can be Windows XP, Vista, 7, or 8. I'm running Windows 8. And don't worry, all service packs and editions work regardless. That's not important. And finally, you're going to need your PS4 system. So from here, there's going to be a few setup steps that we have to take before we actually get the gaming continued. So I'm just going to go ahead and set up my tripod so I can get a good angle on the system here, and we'll set this bad boy up. So we'll see you in 2 seconds. Alright YouTube, now that we're back, we're actually going to get this bad boy set up. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our CronusMax device. It looks just like a USB stick. And we're going to take this, and we're just going to plug it right into one of the PS4's USB slots. Nothing else, nothing hard, nothing bad. Oh, the first thing you want to do though, make sure you turn on your PlayStation 4 unit. It doesn't matter which screen you're at, you can be at any of the screens. As long as it's on and you can navigate it. And the way to tell is the light on the top is going to be solid. And that's how you know the console is on. So once your console is on, just go ahead and plug this right into one of the slots. And it's going to show, you're going to see a light spinning. It's going to be a flashing light spinning. And now after a few seconds, it's going to show AU. So that's the authentication process. And what this is going to do, what this means is the CronusMax actually needs constant authentication. So that's kind of like reassurance that it's a valid unit. So what you're going to do is you're actually going to take the charge cord that comes with your PS4 unit. So it's just the standard one that comes with the unit and your controller that comes included in the bundle. And you're going to plug it in to the input slot. And once we do that, it's still going to show AU. And then now we're going to take our PS4 controller and we are going to connect it. Just like you would connect it to your PS4 to charge. And once that's done, ooh, wrong way. Once that's done, the AU process is going to go away, and your CronusMax should now show a 0, which means that it's got the authentication it needs. And once that's done, we are now going to take our wire that comes with the CronusMax, and this actually just plugs right into the side of the CronusMax. the device itself actually has a port on the side desired for this input. And once we do this one, oh, technical difficulties. Stand by. There we go. So now that that's plugged in, what we are actually going to do is we are now going to take our CronusMax and we're going to hook it up to the computer, because everything we needed has been done on the PS4 side of things, and now we can actually get this going and get you gaming with your Xbox 360 wireless controller on your PS4 system. So again, I'm going to pause and come back. Just going to set up the PC side of things. We'll see you in 2 seconds. Welcome back, YouTube. We're going to move on to the next and more or less final part of getting our CronusMax device up and running for the PS4 with an Xbox 360 controller. So far we have connected the CronusMax to the PS4 unit via the USB slot, and we've connected our PS4 DualShock 4, or whatever version your controller is. We've connected that to the CronusMax input slot, and we have attached the cord to the CronusMax unit on the right side. That's going to connect to our Windows PC and actually pick up the signals that allow us to game on our PS4 unit. So the next thing we're going to do is we are actually going to connect our CronusMax unit, this cable right here. We're going to put that into one of the USB slots on our Windows PC, so that the CronusMax is now going to be connected to the PC, and it's going to recognize it and allow the input to start being recognized. So we're just going to plug that right in. And your computer should instantly recognize it. And it probably won't pop up, that's fine. As long as your computer makes that little doo-doo-doo and recognizes it, you're golden and you're good to go and continue with this video. So now the next thing we're going to do is we are going to connect our Xbox 360 wireless receiver, and that's just going to go in another USB port of your computer. And what that's going to allow us to do is pick up the input from our Xbox 360 controller. And that's going to make a little doo-doo-doo as well. And once that's connected, you're done as far as hardware goes. So you're going to notice on your receiver here that the light's either going to be on or it's going to be flashing. That's normal. That's what you want. And that's just going to, when it's flashing, it's searching for your wireless controller. And when it's solid, it usually means it's found it. In my case, mine's not on, so it's just solid because it hasn't started searching yet. But that's normal, so don't worry about that. So the next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to download a piece of software. It's called Gtuner. It's right off the CronusMax website, so you don't even have to worry about it. We're just going to open up the browser, and we're going to go to controllermax.com. And once we're here, it'll take you directly to the home page. That's fine. It's probably just going to give you some little promotion. Don't worry about that. What we're going to do is go to the software tab. It's just going to be along the top bar there. And once we're there, it should pop up with Gtuner, because that's their desired piece of software that they like to show. So you're going to click go to download page. I'm going to also have this in the description, but this is just for demonstrating and educational purposes. Anyways, so it's going to take you to the Gtuner downloads page. It's going to look like this or something very similar. And what you're going to see is the versions. Don't worry about it. It's just telling you the latest version, and you're going to click download here. Now, once that's downloaded, it's gonna come up in your downloads probably, or wherever you save your setup stuff. Now, once that's downloaded, you're just gonna run, it's called setup.exe. And once you've done that, it's just gonna set up Gtuner. Just click yes to everything. There's no pop-ups or any viruses to worry about or anything like that. So once that's done, you're just gonna run Gtuner as an administrator. This is important as it'll help to pick up your controller. There will be no obstacles to get in the way. So it's just gonna say, do you want to allow the following program from an unknown publisher to make changes on this computer? It's just running Gtuner, and then just click yes. Even though it's got an unknown publisher, it's not important. So it might just take a second or two to load up. Because it's running it as an administrator, it has more to collect. Now, this is the default page for Gtuner. It's going to show, it just has a bunch of scripts. So you don't have to worry about any of that. What we are going to do is, we're now going to, on your wireless receiver, we're going to click the center button with the little 3 wavelengths almost. Just going to click that. Oh, sorry, you're going to hold it. And then your thing's going to start flashing. That's normal. You're going to now turn on your Xbox controller. It's going to be flashing as well. You're just going to hold the button on the top there, the connect button, and it's going to start going around, and then it's going to recognize the wireless receiver, and it's going to show your one player there. And you will notice that your Microsoft wireless receiver is now flashing solid. That means that it is connected to your Xbox 360 controller, and you're good to go. So, the next thing we are going to do is we're going to go to plugins along the top. You may have to download the plugin, so you just click Plugin Manager, and it's going to show you all the plugins that are available. You want to download this one right here, MaxAim DI. It's going to take, it could take 1 to 2 minutes, sometimes quicker, depending on your speed and your setup. But anyways, once that's done, we're going to open the plugins tab again and MaxAim DI. And this is going to bring you to a default screen. It's going to look different than mine. And once that's up, we are now going to download our final piece of software. So I actually got mine off a forum, and that would be this one right here. It's the actual guide, but it's within a forum. So this is all the steps that you can follow. I will post this as well, but this is to show you, so you have something visual to look at. Anyway, so you're just going to scroll down until you see how to set up the software. This will all be in the description, don't worry. And then depending on if you're doing PS3 or Xbox One and 360 controllers, you're either going to click the first one for Xbox and the second one for PlayStation. You're going to click this one, and it's going to bring you, it's going to open up a new tab that says download Xbox One _360 controller on PS4.glf. And what that is, that's what Gtuner is actually going to use to recognize the input from your Xbox controller. So it's going to take what the wireless receiver has picked up, and it's then going to be able to translate that to something the program can recognize, which is going to be sent off via the USB cable we plugged in, right to the CronusMax, which is going to process it and allow us to use our Xbox controller on our PlayStation. So you can go ahead and download that. It's just going to save as just a general file wherever you decide to save it. Once you do that, this is the key part. You're going to go back to your Gtuner software. You're going to go to File and then Import Layout. You're then going to navigate to where you saved that file, and you're going to click Open. Leave the default layout filter is the same, like the layout file, and you're just going to click open, and that's going to bring up this. It's going to look exactly like this. And once that's up, we are going to click, another thing I mentioned, if your layout, if you don't see any kind of layout here, you're going to go to direct input settings, and you're going to double check. You're going to go to the drop down menu and select controller Xbox 360 wireless receiver and click OK. Okay, so once you have your controller selected, you are now going to make sure in layout that you have your controller, so it'll be there. And then, because you already went into your DI settings, set it up all through there, we're just going to double check. So controller Xbox 360 wireless receiver, that's the one we want. So now is the magic. So here's what we're going to do. You're going to go up, you're going to click direct input, and then you're going to enable direct input. It's just the first option. It just says enabled. You can also use the hotkey F5 to turn it on. And once you do that, you're going to enter capture mode. And I'm just going to move the camera here to the angle. And ladies and gentlemen, we have liftoff. I'm using my Xbox 360 controller, moving around, scoping, just for demonstrating purposes. You can see I'm pressing the buttons here, shooting my trigger. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is how to set up your CronusMax Xbox 360 plug-and-play adapter. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Till next time, we'll see you later.